So that's Jackson's second RBI of the game. He had a sac fly in the second. So Cam Mong comes up still with men on. Oh, and they're going on the ball in the dirt. Double steal. And they're both safe. So now men on second and third
big
with 2 outs.
opportunity for Cam here.
Yeah, this is a huge opportunity to give himself a lead, or big lead. That one, curveball taken for a strike.
Yeah, if Cam could just maybe get one to the outfield here with Koval's speed on second,
Oh, yeah.
that very easily could be 2 runs.
That one taken for a ball. 2-1 count here now to Cam. And swung on and missed. 2-2 count here with 2 outs. That one taken for a ball in the dirt. Brings the count full here. Big lead for Koval on second too. Nobody holding him on. He's third of the way there. That one taken for a ball.
It's a great up by Cam there. That pitch looks like it just missed.
That was close. So, we're going to get a courtesy runner here for Cam. That's Adam Reynolds who will be running for him. Brings up Brett Schmidt, who walked and struck out his last time up. See if he can put something in play here. A lot of good speed on the base paths. First pitch swing and driven up the middle. That'll be a single. That'll bring in 2, and Adam Reynolds is going to round it for the throw home. And that gets away, but they're going to hold him there. But Brett's able to go into second. With Brett Schmidt with a single to bring in 2 runs.
Looks like Titusville's got their mojo back after that rough last inning.
Coach Spinelli's going to come out and talk to the guys. He's going to make another pitching change.
We do apologize. We had a technical glitch. This is Erie. You'd think you'd have like the greatest internet service available, but not the case. Let's kind of recap this inning, guys, because it's been a big inning, especially with 2 outs. Rockets are getting things done.
Yeah. So Jackson Oviatt led off the inning with a strikeout, and Coleman Knapp grounded out. But then Blake Schmidt with a nice single. Ian came up, and there was an error, went right through the third baseman's leg. Then Jackson followed it up with a single up the middle for an RBI to take the lead, and then Cam walked to load the bases, and then Brett Schmidt with a 2-out single to score 2 to take a commanding lead here. So really nice inning for the Rockets with the possibility to do some more damage. Hunter Obert coming up, who's hit the ball twice once he got out, but in the first inning he had a single and the first RBI of the game for Titusville. So the shortstop, Vinny Campoli, will come in to pitch here. See if he can stop the bleeding for Fairview. Zielinski came in and didn't even get an out. And head coach Joe Spinelli made a quick substitution here. The senior Campoli comes in. He has 10 appearances on the season with an 0.91 ERA. So that's kind of their third best pitcher there. They've got 3 of those guys with the most appearances, and he's the last of them. So if he can't get out of it, then they're going to guys that don't have a lot of experience. But he's got 23 innings pitched, 34 Ks on the season.
Well, his first pitch is a strike.
Men still on second and third with 2 outs. Nobody holding the man on second. There's grounded to third. He's able to scoop that one. Throws it in the dirt, though, and he throws it away.
That'll score 2 more for the Rockets.
That scores 2 more for the Rockets. And Obert.
Hunter hustles it out to second for the, for the single with an error.
Shot of the Rocket dugout.
Yep. Brings up Brody Sellin, who struck out twice against Benford, the starter. His first pitch is a strike. And second pitch is a called strike. 2 straight fastballs there. See if he goes right after him with another fastball or if he throws something else. It looked like an off-speed pitch, grounded to the first baseman, who smartly just takes it off his chest and is able to throw to the pitcher to finally get the third out. But Titusville, in the bottom of the 4th, takes a commanding 7-2 lead. So we'll head to the top of the 5th.
Poppy's Equipment and Storage Rental in Pleasantville is committed to providing our customers with exceptional service while offering quality rental equipment. Poppy's is now an authorized steel dealer with everything you need to have for sawing and cutting or mowing to digging. And of course, Poppy's has tents, tables, chairs, heaters, generators, barbecues, and more for your next wedding or get-together. Need firewood or propane? No problem. Whether you're in construction or a weekend warrior, reach out to Poppy's about your next project. Poppy's Place on the Tenesta Road in Pleasantville.
Looking for expert orthopedic care? Dr. Charlie Gates, a trusted name at Titusville Area Hospital, can help you regain mobility and a better quality of life. With years of experience and a passion for personalized care, Dr. Gates specializes in treating a wide range of orthopedic conditions. Whether it's joint pain, sports injuries, or orthopedic surgery, trust Dr. Charlie Gates at Titusville Area Hospital for your orthopedic care. Call 814-827-9770 today to schedule your appointment.
And welcome back. As the Rockets lead the Tigers 7-2 here, top of the 5th.
So Cam Long still on the mound for the Rockets, only giving up two hits and 2 runs so far. It'll be the top of the lineup for Fairview. It'll be Andrew Stevens, the catcher, who has walked and lined out. And that one is taken for a ball, so it's a 2-1 count now. That one taken for a strike on the outside corner. That one outside. The count works full. And especially with this, I mentioned it early, but I think especially with this big of a lead, you just want to throw strikes here. Trust your defense and just throw strikes. That one's fouled out of play on the left side. That one's taken for a ball. The worst thing that can happen to you with a big lead is to walk some people and then, you know, a hit, and then it starts snowballing. So you really want to throw strikes, make these guys hit, and trust your defense. Brings up Tyler Benford. Flew out his last time. That one's in the dirt, and Coleman can't keep it in front of him, so Stevens will go to second. That one swung on, driven to left. That's going to land. They're going to hold the runner. The throw goes home. And so the runner is able to go to second on the throw home. That brings up Vinny Campoli with no outs. So Coach Schweitzer will come out and talk to the infield. I don't know if he'll make a change. It looks like he is going to make a change. He's going to go to Hunter Obert, the first baseman.
Tigers with 2 runners on here in the top of the 5th. No outs. Trailing 7-2. Thank our playoff sponsors for coverage today. Include Drake Printing. Thanks to Mr. Chris Feely at Drake Printing. And Fat Chad's Brewery. Thanks, Chad.
Hunter Obert got 11 1/3 innings pitched on the year. He's got a couple of saves, 10 strikeouts. He's also given up 9 walks and 5 earned runs. So, again, if you can keep the ball in the zone, make them hit it, keep this from getting out of hand here. No outs, men on second and third. Vinny Campoli coming up to bat. Another left-handed batter for Fairview. First pitch from Overt is a called strike on the outside corner. Big curveball for a strike.
He's just all business on the mound, isn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't mess around. A little submarine action. Grounded right at Camrong at first. He's able to get that first out. Throws the third. Not in time. So he gives up a run, but does get an out. Brings up Caleb Zielinski. First pitch taken a little high, maybe. Yeah, he acts like a first baseman even when he's on the mound. He's just going right after people. That one high for ball 2. Just kind of, here it is. If you hit it, you hit it. And he hits Zielinski. So that'll put runners on the corners with 1 out. Brings up Robert Benford. Who flew out and grounded out so far in this game. Walk-off attempt. That pitch is high. Nope. Yeah, I don't know that I've ever seen Hunter Obert not have fun on the baseball field. I'm taking a little high. Two-0 count here with one out in the bottom, the top of the fifth. Fairview with one run in already. That one's outside. It'll be 3-0. That one swung on, fouled back. Oh.
Just missed inside there.
Just missed inside. So it'll be bases loaded for Luke Zakevich.
It's like Knapp's going to call a timeout here.
Again, Joe, you kind of talked about it, that momentum swing happen easily in high school sports.
Yep. And that's why you hate to see these walks. It slows the game down. Your infielders start to get kind of out of the game. You really want, with a lead, to just throw strikes. And they still have a 4-run lead. Bases loaded, so you got force plays everywhere. So there you go. There's a strike.
Yeah, Titusville's got the corners up here, so
yeah,
looks like hit the third or first, they're coming home. Middle infield looks like they're going to go for the double play.
That one's a little high. A little submarine action. That one's a ball. It's 2-1 count here. Obert's in the hole again. Going from the windup now with the bases loaded. That one swung on and fouled off.
There you go. Yeah, he just needs to throw strikes now with the bases loaded.
That one swung on, fouled off. That one swung on, fouled off down the left side. That's going to be out of play.
Thank our camera crew, Amy Cullen and Nolan Rio.
And there's the double play you're looking for. Yep. Nice job. Just throw strikes, let your fielders field. So Fairview gets one, but Titusville still with a commanding 7-3 lead as we head into the bottom of the fifth.
Hi, I'm Jasmine Levin, and I proudly own and operate Puppy Lovin'. Puppy Lovin' is a pet care salon dedicated to caring for your furry companions. We provide certified dog grooming services along with boarding and doggy daycare. Our facility is family-owned and operated and promise personalized care for every pet that comes through our doors. If you're worried about your furry friend being lonely when you're gone, we also have on-site personnel 24/7 just for their comfort. Follow us on Facebook and call or text us at 814-758-9259 to make an appointment today.
Fat Chad's Brewing is Titusville's premier dining destination, offering fine dining served with a cold beverage and great conversations. Try our new menu items, the T-bone steak, homemade meatloaf dinner, or soft shell crab tacos. Our pasta entries and sandwiches are just as popular. Try the new lobster ravioli, shrimp and scallop pasta, or our popular Asiago chicken. Don't forget about our famous burgers or fish sandwich, all served with fresh cut fries. Come in Saturday nights for Wild Game Saturdays. For good food and good times, it's Fat Chad's Brewing in Titusville.
And welcome back. Bottom of the fifth inning. Rockets could have been in trouble at the top of the fifth, but took care of business, and Tigers got one, but Rockets still lead 7-3 here in the bottom of the fifth. Got another game happening right after this one here at UPMC Park. It's what we got? We got
4A championship.
4A Cathedral Prep and Harbor Creek.
Yeah. Harbor Creek's had a good season this year, but Cathedral Prep's always tough, so that'll probably be a good game as well.
Yeah, Harbor Creek beat General McLean Friday, and obviously Cathedral Prep beat Slippery Rock. So they'll meet up. Titusville with a win over Girard on Friday. And Fairview beat Sharon, so that led to this matchup here.
Which Titusville is leading as they come into the home half of the fifth. Jackson Ovie at the bottom third has had an opportunity to lead off a few innings now, so they'll have another chance here. Grounded to the shortstop who made an error in the second inning, and then in the fifth he struck out. And that one he's fouled off to the left side out of play. Make it a 1-1 count. He's taken for a ball. I believe this is still Vinny Campoli on the mound for Fairview. He's a little low for a ball. Good 3-1 hitters count here for Oviatt. Off-speed pitch is high, and Oviatt takes the walk.
Coach Sampson down along first. Coach Schweitzer over at third.
Coleman Knapp, who's given the second baseman quite a workout today. He grounded to him once, and he got on an error and grounded out to him his last time up. Takes a strike. He swings and fouls that one back. So Coleman quickly in the hole, 0-2. Pitch is high. Looks like that's where the catcher wanted it, but it was a little out of the zone. Knapp was able to hold off. Looks like Harbor Creek team is here. Swung on and missed. Fouled back, but right into the catcher's glove. So Coleman Knapp is out number one. Brings up Blake Schmidt, who singled
That's
his
either
last time up to start that rally.
Yeah, about this time of year. You know, this tournament style thing where you get to see other teams, and I hope everybody had a chance to enjoy that with districts the last month or so, whether it's tennis or softball, track and field just a couple weeks ago.
It's fouled off. A little bit in on his hands there. On one pitch to Blake Schmidt. Called strike. It's in the dirt for a ball. Campoli working a little slower with the man on first. It's a 2-2 count here to Blake Schmidt. It's grounded towards short. Slow grounder. They get the one at second, but they took too long to develop, so Blake is able to get on board.
Yeah, Titusville had Koval over there warming up in the bullpen, so maybe he'll be coming in the next inning or after Hunter Obert.
Yeah, I would guess that if Hunter Obert does come back out, he's going to have probably a pretty short leash before they go to Koval. Ian McDonald takes the first pitch outside for a ball. He's low for a ball. Decent lead for Schmidt, but I don't think he's going to be going anywhere with 2 outs here. Grounded just in the hole past the first baseman. Schmidt rounds it hard, but not going to go to third. It's a little 2-out single by Ian McDonald. Brings up Jackson Koval, who singled his last time up to score a run and take the lead. Swings on, grounds this one into the hole. So 2 straight singles. And Blake Schmidt is going to round third and come home, and he's going to score easy.
Another RBI there by Jackson Koval. He's having himself a pretty solid day.
Yeah, he's having a real good day. So with 2 outs, Titusville scores another one and has men on first and second with Cam Long coming up. Long walked in that big inning last inning. Swings on, drives this one right to the third baseman, so he throws on, and that'll be the end of the inning. But Titusville tacks on another one, so we go into the top of the 6th with Titusville up 8-3 over Fairview.
Keeping your kids healthy is the first step to protecting their dreams. When you keep them safe, there's no limit to how far they can go. Nothing is out of reach. No mission? Impossible. Give your son or daughter a better chance to see their dreams come true. Give them the HPV vaccine at age 11 or 12 to prevent HPV cancers later in life.
Are you tired of juggling multiple pill bottles? Titusville Express Pharmacy has your solution, now offering compliance packaging. Your medication sorted and sealed by dose, making it easier than ever to stay on track. In a hurry? Take advantage of our convenient drive-through service. We also offer free local delivery for those that qualify. Titusville Express Pharmacy, where convenience meets care. Visit us today at 401 West Spring Street in Titusville. Simplify your medication routine with Titusville Express Pharmacy.
Well, hopefully you were able to get out and enjoy a Memorial Day service in your community, wherever you're watching us from. And Titusville had theirs in Shady Park this morning. If you're spending time with family, loved ones today, just keep in mind the ones who never made it back, or the ones who served and maybe passed away in the last year. Happy Memorial Day.
Well, Obert's still on the mound coming to the top of the 6th. So
Bottom third of the order for Fairview, so that may have played into the decision. Hennessy, who struck out and grounded out, he fouls that one off on a check swing. I got to think that they'd have a pretty short leash with Obert, though. Even with a 5-run lead, you don't want to give up anything. So.
No, he's a good mix to throw in there after Mong.
Yep. That one popped up down the right field line, but that ends up out of play. Rockets gave chase for a while.
Cullen was down there. Cullen, you need to catch those over there.
Does he have his tennis racket? He could just hit it back in?
Yeah.
Little submarine action. Love it when Hunter pulls that out. Just to throw everybody off. 1-2 count here to Hennessy. That one, awkward swing. Fouled back, though. And a little sidearm gets him swinging. Strikeout for out number 1 for the Rockets. Brings up the DH Antonio Zona. Left-handed hitting batter. He was hit by pitch, and then he was in on that error that scored 2 runs for Fairview. He hit that ball. And a called strike. 1-1 pitch. Submarine. Oh, just outside. Another one. He wants to get one for a called strike. I don't know if that's something that Schweitzer encourages or if he tolerates. Or
oh, he's been doing that since his 11 and 12 Little League days.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That one's a little high, so it brings the count full. That one swung on and fouled back. That was a called strike 3, so 2 strikeouts here for Hunter Obert in the top of the 6th. You're right, it is a nice mix. Cam Mong throws pretty hard, so you get a guy like Hunter Obert that, throws a little softer and a lot more off-speed stuff and messes up their timing.
Yeah, hopefully Hunter gets through this 9th hitter here. I wouldn't be surprised if we come into the 7th with a new pitcher to try to shut him out.
Yeah. That one swung on and fouled off is Liam Herman, the center fielder. I apologize. I think he moved to left in the first pitching change. Little submarine action. That's grounded weakly to Brett Schmidt at second. He's able to field it on cleanly and throw on to Mong for out number 3. So we'll head into the bottom of the 6th. Titusville still up 8-3.
Whether you want to go and lead in your craft in the trades, whether you want to go and be that nurse or medical worker and have a real impact on lives, or whether you want to go and help that business improve its bottom line, this is the place, and now is your time to go with confidence, to go with skill, to go succeed. The Education and Training Center at Pitt Titusville.
Thinking about switching to 5G home internet? Think again. Unlike Zoom from Armstrong, 5G home internet is delivered by a cell tower. The further away you are, or the more devices connected to that tower, the slower your internet is. Cell phone providers also play favorites. When their network gets busy, cell phones win, and your home internet pays the price. Stick with Armstrong to get more data, more speed, and internet whenever you need it, not whenever they want. Armstrong, keeping you connected.
Our 3A championship coverage is presented by Drake Printing and by Fat Chad's Brewery. Big thanks to our playoff sponsors. With Rio, Joe Roddy, Brock Kova with you here. UPMC Park in Erie, home of the Erie Seawolves. Get the opportunity. Bring the family up and enjoy a game here at the ballpark. Great facility. I want to thank all the personnel here who helped us out.
Originally known as Jerry Ut Park. It's hard for me not to still call it that.
I know.
Yeah.
Maybe why I'm very slow in the delivery.
Originally designed by local architects Weber Murphy Fox.
Huh.
You know, one of the Fox of Weber Murphy Fox is a Titusville local.
Yeah.
Dick Fox, who I worked for a number of years.
And yes, you spent some time with them.
Yeah, I worked for the firm for a number of years, yeah. Interned there in college for a couple of summers and then worked there for a number of years as a project manager.
Well, Coach Schweitzer managing this project here today.
That was smooth, man.
You don't call it out then. Just go with it.
I know, but I couldn't help it. That was so nice. Campoli's still on the mound for Fairview, and Brett Schmidt will lead things off for the Rockets here in the bottom half of the sixth.
Boy, Rockets doing some damage with 2 outs, picking up some runs.
Yeah, Brett Schmidt really blew that last inning open with that 2-out, 2 RBI single there in the fifth. Excuse me, in the fourth. And taken low. Brings the count to 2-1. Called strike on the outside corner. Seems like Campoli seems to be the hardest thrower here for Fairview we've seen. And taken low, he works the count full. That one grounded to short. A little slow bouncer, fields it cleanly, throws on, and Fairview able to make the stretch for out number 1 here in the sixth. Brings up Hunter Obert.
Obert's had a couple RBIs tonight too.
Yeah, 3 of them, I believe. Started off the scoring with a single. That one just foul down the third baseline. Really nice rip, but just foul.
Well, that sounded good, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Obert started off the scoring in the bottom of the first with the RBI single over the second baseman's head. And then in that big rally in the fifth, there was an error on the third baseman that allowed 2 runners to score. It's got a 1-1 count here in the sixth. Swing and a miss.
Something about a good ball strike, whether it's baseball or golf, it's just great.
He swings and misses at that one. That's 2 quick outs here in the sixth. Brings up Brody Sellon. struggled, played a little bit today. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. He takes a strike. Outside for a ball. That one driven to center field, but Fairview able to make the catch for a 1-2-3 6th inning. We'll head to the top of the 7th. Titusville still up 8-3.
Interstate Pipe and Supply takes pride in providing superior customer service. That's why our dedicated employees are well trained and have the experience to offer friendly, quick, and reliable service and support. Need materials delivered to your job site? No problem. Interstate offers fast delivery from our 4 locations in Western Pennsylvania. We also serve Eastern Ohio, Northern Western Virginia, and Western New York. Service means business at Western Pennsylvania's premier pipe and supply company, Interstate Pipe and Supply. Poppy's Equipment and Storage Rental in Pleasantville is committed to providing our customers with exceptional service while offering quality rental equipment. Poppy's is now an authorized steel dealer with everything you need to have for sawing and cutting or mowing to digging. And of course, Poppy's has tents, tables, chairs, heaters, generators, barbecues, and more for your next wedding or get-together. Need firewood or propane? No problem. Whether you're in construction or a weekend warrior, reach out to Poppy's about your next project. Poppy's Place on the Tenesta Road in Pleasantville.
Welcome back. Titusville looking to get 3 and become D10 champions here. And boy, I'll tell you, just think about that. That's really exciting. Now, we'll obviously see if they can wrap things up here. You mentioned Harbor Creek here, getting ready to play right after us. It's been a beautiful
like their opponent
afternoon.
Is coming in as well.
Cathedral Prep coming in now.
Yeah, so Titusville will have a pitching change. Jackson Koval comes in to hopefully get these last 3 outs and become the first Titusville Baseball District 10 champions.
With that pitching change, Cam Mong goes over to shortstop and Hunter Obert goes back over to first base, as probably his most natural position. It's probably the best defensive lineup, and probably their ultimately their optimal lineup right here with Koval on the mound, Cam Mong at short, Brett Schmidt at second, and Blake at third, and their standard outfield lineup. And they'll have to contend with, I believe, the top of the order here for Fairview. I believe this is Stevens starting things off.
It's a good start to the at-bat there.
Yep. A little off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Stevens has walked twice, and he lined out to Brett at second base once. Checked his swing, but not quite enough, and he grounds over to Blake Schmidt at third, who's able to throw him on to first for out number 1.
That's a great play there. That's a far throw across the diamond.
That was right down the line. That was a long throw. So they got one of the 3 they needed.
Was it the Slippery Rock game? I love that play. That throw from third over to first is.
So Tyler Benford up with 1 out. Looks like Knapp's going to call timeout and make sure they're all on the same page. Oh, he's having trouble with his earpiece. Koval's helping him out.
I was just going to ask you, Brock, would they be talking business, or is it like, hey, are we doing wings tonight? Are we doing, what's going on? Are we barbecuing?
Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit of both, to be honest. Sometimes it'll be a serious conversation, then sometimes it's just to maybe take a breather, just talk about something relaxing, and just kind of, just kind of relax,
Yeah.
Benford's 1 for 3 on the day. Trying to get something going for Fairview here. He's taken for a called strike. So he's down in the count 0-2 already. And swung on and missed in the dirt, but
there we go. Titusville's 1 out away from putting this game away.
Yep. So that brings up Vinny Campoli for Fairview, their last opportunity. Flew out and grounded out twice. First pitch is off speed, and he drives that one into the right center gap. Ian McDonald sliding, able to cut it off. The throw's going to be cut off and dropped, so there was no throw. So a double for Campoli. Brings up Caleb Zielinski, first baseman. Came on to pitch for a little bit as well. He's been hit by a pitch twice and walked once. So he's been on base every time, but he hasn't gotten a hit yet. Runner on second doesn't really mean a whole lot. Titusville will just get the out any way they can with an 8-3 lead here. I'm going to take it inside for 2 balls. And ball outside. So a 3-0 count to Campoli. I'm sorry, Zielinski. Campoli on second. They're not even holding him on at this point. That one's ball 4, so Zielinski will walk, brings up Robert Benford, who walked his last time up. Now Titusville has a force play everywhere. That one driven to the left. That's deep, but playable to the warning track, so that's just a fly out, and that ends the game. Well hit ball, but Oviatt able to get under it and end the game, yeah. Final score of 8-3 over Fairview Tigers. And they have a quick little celebration, but now they're going to line up and shake hands.